Okay, so we're going to look at the New York City jazz clubs. So we have the address, the city, and ID, and blah blah blah. And you have, so this is something that you have to find what they are and then build it yourself. Okay, because these longitudes and latitudes and longitudes are not readily available in some database that you can pull in. So you have to search for, and there are sites in the web. You know, I think if you search for it, you'll see. Location data. No, not this. Okay, so you search for that. All right. Okay, so there you go. So you can type in all right. So you can type in a place. Okay, I don't know. University of Chattanooga. Fine, and it will give you the latitude and longitude. Then you have to copy paste them. So if you have a bunch of locations, then you have to prepare for all of these. Okay, you have to prepare the latitude and longitude columns like this, and there should be latitude and longitude. You can't have any other name. You have to have the names for those two columns must be latitude and longitude. Okay, so once you have prepared that, okay, and I'm going to close this one. Then, all right, I'm going to start a new file, new workbook. Okay. So now let's connect to the New York City clubs. Okay. So now we have all these columns, and we have the latitude and the longitude, right? So now if you go and click these two and drop them in the sheet, okay, so you're going to have a graph right there. Okay. No. I should. This is not what we need. These two are the ones that are coming from the Excel file, right? These are automatically generated by the state, city, and so on. So these two are not the latitude and longitude of the clubs, the jazz clubs. Okay. These two are the coordinates for the geographical data dimensions in the data set. So we want to plot the jazz clubs. So we need to use these two. Okay, and drag and drop. So now you get just one mark. It's just one jazz club. But the reason for that is, remember, Tableau will always aggregate at the level of detail in the visualization. Right now there is no detail in the visualization, right? The only thing that we have is longitude and latitude. So what is it going to do? It's going to find the best aggregation measure, and that is average here. So it's going to find the average longitude and average latitude and then plot just 1 point. So if you want 1 mark for each jazz club, what do you need to do? So here That's the default. Aggregation of measures is the default. Okay. So if you uncheck that, then you will not aggregate. So you will get 1 point for each of the jazz clubs. Okay. And then let's move this a little bit like that. And let's zoom into the Manhattan area and map layers. Want, since these are jazz clubs, we'll make it dark. And well, move venue type to color. So venue type to color. So that will be like we have jazz played in world class at our hotels. Okay. So now if you hover, it will give you information about the club. But suppose you want the address and the phone number and all the other details, then we can use tooltip. So the difference between detail and tooltip is in tooltip you can format the information that will be presented in the tooltip. All right. So let's say we want the address in the tooltip. What else do we want? The type in the tooltip. Venue name and venue name and address, state, city, and phone number. Okay. So then, if you double click on tooltip, so here is how the tooltip is organized right now, and you can control how the tooltip will be displayed by changing the order and doing some formatting and stuff like that. So suppose we want to put the venue name at the top. So move venue name. So Control X to delete it and put it at the top. All right. And then suppose we want that in bigger font and in a different color or something. Okay. And then we want the address, city, we want to put the state right next to city. And you don't want the label for state and city. You can take that off. And then phone number, and we can remove these. We don't want that. All right. And then you can preview. So this is what the tool tip will show. So you can preview that. So now if you hover in any one of those bars, you will see the information presented in a nice way. Okay. You can even remove, you don't need the type or the address. Now, of course, this tooltip is not map specific. You can use this tooltip feature in any visualization.